What's up, CHFFL? It's time to preview Week 7. I just did this whole video without my mic plugged in, so you're getting it a little later and you're getting round 2. Maybe I'll be even better polished this time. We got a couple of irregularities for Week 7. First of all, it's our second week of interleague play, but there's also a game going on right now that is probably even further along than when I started recording. It's the Titans and the Chargers, so I'll try to take in mind whatever I was able to see of that game as I go forward. My predictions, I'm up to 23-13 on the season. I might not be as good as the guest pickers, but I'm doing pretty well for myself. And we got another fantastic game of the week this week. So since it's week 2 of Interleague, I'm going to give the intro song to the Anime Conference, who had more wins in week 1. This recreation of Bach's Cello Prelude is from Hyouka, Hyouka. Fantastic. I don't think it's on Hulu or Netflix, though. You'd have to see it on Crunchyroll if you wanted to give it a watch. And let's dive right in. First up, we have the Your Thighs in April versus the Snobby Shores Pistol Whips. Now, Saquon has a great matchup this week. The Giants playing the Falcons. He could really go off, put up a lot of points. Parker, right now, or whenever I last looked, had Jameis Winston in over Drew Brees. Interesting choice to me. Both of them could end up having a good day. I'll just be curious to see what the spread there is. I'm taking Mark. When I started recording, Corey Davis had really put up a dud, so I was already leaning Mark a little bit, and that pushed me over the edge there. Still should be a good one. Next, we got my Girly Literature Club against the Sully Springs Spartans. This one's also, I think, very interesting. I have Devonta Adams on a bye, who's really the only reliable receiver on my roster right now, so that's a big hurt for me. Swan is rolling with Ito Smith with Freeman on his IR the rest of the season, or I don't even see. Maybe he dropped him. I'm still going against myself, maybe hoping this will jinx me into winning. I don't know. But I have a lot of dud possibilities, especially Sony Michel against Chicago's defense isn't a good matchup. And also I have Chicago's defense against Sony Michel and the Patriots, which is not a good matchup. And then the receivers, so not feeling very confident this week. Next, got Soul Leader Leonard against the Tilted Towers. Is Duke Johnson going to give Brad a bit of a boost from the Carlos Hyde trade? I think yes. I do not think that Johnson is the back to own in Cleveland, but in PPR he's great as a pass catcher, and this will get him more snaps. I know I got a notification that they've listed him as the starter, but Chubb is the 3-down guy, even if he is just a rookie. Chubb is legit. I can testify. Derrick Henry found the end zone this morning, probably the only time all year he's been a good start for Grant, who has continued to trot him out there. I don't think his efficiency was fantastic, but putting up over 10 points. I'm going to go with Brad. This feels like a close one. It's a little inconsequential to the standings, but I just feel like Brad has a little bit of a better team, more chances to get points. We'll see what happens. Next up, the Gordon Smash against the Risky Reels and Watson Thrills. Ugh. Broncos defense scored 37 points on Thursday, and Minnie has he has 60-some points right now, but he started like 4 players in that Thursday game, so it's really not a huge push. He started the Broncos tight end, who I couldn't even name for you, and I don't think Case Keenum could name him either because I don't think he was thrown any balls, or he definitely didn't have any catches on Thursday. So not really a huge advantage. Eckler's just been okay as Melvin Gordon's fill-in, but I'm still picking Max to beat Minnie. I think the OBJ trade is going to pay off today with this matchup against the Falcons. Could find the end zone. He could have his first really big game of the season. Max is going to be happy that he made that trade. He got him for what I think is great value. Next, Super Mario Star Power, Dusty Divot Dark Vikings. Roy has an elite quarterback option filling in for Big Ben. Of course, the mention of elite, you know I'm talking about Joe Flacco. Should be great, should put up solid points. Marty has no Carlos Hyde because of the trade. He's not starting his first week in Jacksonville, or he's not playing at all his first week in Jacksonville. Gronk is hurt and out for the game, and Antonio Brown is on a bye week. Those are 3 big weapons Marty's without, so I'm taking Roy with the upset. It's just too much going against Marty right now, and this would be 2 frustrating losses for him in a row if I'm right. But again, these are things that are going to work themselves out. Hyde's going to play again, although Fournette could come back from injury. Gronk's going to be playing and Brown's going to be playing. I just think this is not a good week for Marty. Roy's going to take it. Finally, game of the week, the Full Metal Out Kamara against the Keanu's Chug Jugs. We're starting to see some of the same teams in the game of the week frequently, but that's just because some teams have separated themselves. I don't do the interleague matchups. I don't pick them. I just kind of randomly assign without thinking. But we got 2 top teams again after Marty and Max last week. Andrew Luck filling in for Aaron Rodgers. Great sub to have on the bench for Wes. And Nick Chubb making his debut, not technically as the starter, but no Carlos Hyde in the way. I think he could have a big day. I'm going with Wes. This should still be a great game, though. But I think Tyreek Hill having the primetime matchup Sunday, explosive players like him seem to step up in those primetime under the lights scenarios. So I think Hill's going to put up a big score that will push Wes over the top. Either way, some great matchups this week. Everybody enjoy yourself week 7. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all that jazz. We'll see you next time.